It's been a little while since my last update, but I guarantee you guys today there's probably gonna be some pretty good updates. And one of those updates is that I just bought some new wheels. There you go. Let's take a look at them. I think if you guys follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I've already disclosed them. But these are the ADVAN RGIIs, 17 by 9 plus 45. I got it from Evasive Motorsports, and customer service, there was no customer service because I actually bought it from the clearance pile on the internet, and they shipped out the next day. So I guess customer service is really good, from what I can tell. And it's not the first time I've ever ordered from them. They're usually pretty good with their shipping. So I have nothing bad to say about Evasive Motorsports. Maybe not yet. Maybe I'll change my mind later. But anyways, those are the rims. Currently I have 16 inches on there. These are the 17s. These are going to be the track wheels. And then I'm thinking the 16s are just going to be for the street wheels. Because, yeah, really. The 16s look way better than the 17s. But I kind of wanted to stay with the 6-spoke design. And that's why I went with the RG2s. I was originally looking at some Vogue T37s before. But prices never came out right, and couldn't really figure out trying to make deals and things like that. So I found this deal, and what a heck of a deal. I got a pretty good deal on it, so I bought it. So more of the story is, I guess, comb through people's clearance bins. Find some of these. These are brand new, by the way. They're not used. They are a set too. I bought a set. It's not just one. Let's take you inside. Take a look at the inside. I don't think I've showed anybody this yet. At least not on the internet. At least not on YouTube. What there is, it's completely stripped down. The car was originally gray. We've already sprayed the inside, and then we took a major sidetrack and did a lot of other things in our lives. And finally coming back to it, as you can see, there's just wires everywhere. Random relays. Here's my exhaust system hanging out. 3-inch stainless steel. And got my fenders, and that's it. Alright, what I'm trying to do this time around is, I know the car's not up and running yet, but I gotta look at the rim clearances and tires I have to go by. So let's take the front one off, and I'm see what kind of rims that I just bought. See if we can clear everything. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you should have bought rims with a proper offset. That's true, you know. But that's if you want to pay full retail. If you're searching in the clearance bin sometimes, yeah, you get and you take what you can get. And instead of spending $200–300 on the perfect offsets that you want, you can buy some that are slightly off or higher offset, and you can always add a thin spacer or whatever you want onto it. Now granted, this car is going to be mainly a street car. It's not going to be raced during competition, so all you guys with the competition mindsets can chill out a little bit, because I know I compete as well, and rim offset, rim width, and things like that. There are rules and regulations for that too. But more than likely, if this car is going to be competed, it's going to be in a unlimited class because of too much modifications that's been done to it. A lot of spider webs need to be cleaned out. What is this? Random piece of something. Looks like a cut spring of some type. Alright, let's get the rims. You can't really see it, but I'll make the comparison anyways. Well, it's not the best comparison, but there you go. There's a 16-inch rim. This is a 16 by 7 plus 45. Sitting on some 205 by 40 by 16-inch Falcon RT615s. And these are the second RT615s. And this is the big one. Not the big one, but the new one, I say. The new for this car. Let's see if everything clears. Oops. Whoa, away. Clears perfectly. Let's see where it barely clears this arm in the back. Fast if I use socket. Careful, try not to scratch your rims. Brand new rims, you don't want to scratch them. That sound is not rubbing, that's just my rusty brake calipers, my rusty rotors. I'll show you all in a little bit. That was my suspension coming down. Just check. Yep, looks good. Okay, come on guys, give you a better look at this. Alright, so here's the rim. This is on a JDM Type R 5-lug conversion swap. Okay, I'm not too sure what the hubs are on the USDM Type Rs, but here you go for the rim. And this is like the tightest spot right here, and you can put my index finger in there. The next thing that would probably be of concern would be if you had a big tire mounted in here. Probably this little spot right here. On the side, you can see a little bit. So it's smooth on the arm, and then there's a little bump. You might have to grind that off to clear some tires. But the rim's clear, and if you need to, later once you mount some tires, you could probably put like a 5mm spacer right on the hub right here. And you shouldn't have any problem clearing this arm. The space up top, you should have no problems. The only other problems I can probably see is if you're tire turns on this side, it might rub against this. Okay, it might rub against that, and depending on how far it dropped, you might rub against this piece up here and that piece. But everybody who knows, who's dropped low enough, that's a problem you already have with any size tire, even with a 205 by 40 by 16. I used to run that on this car. It was pretty decently slammed. It wasn't like all the way to the ground, but I was tucking a 16-inch tire, so and I was tucking the tire and I was almost level with the rim, so gives you some idea of what it was. And I wish I kind of didn't paint it yet, because before you can see all the rubbing marks, but now you can't. But anyways, there's the rim, the wheel. I'll give you some look at from the top, see how wide it is compared to the back. Okay, so those are the rims right there. I'll put the fender back on so you can see how far it sticks out of the fender. Alright, put the car on some cardboard and put it on the cement. The rim should be strong enough to handle this type of pressure, so don't worry about the rim being bent just by putting it on some cardboard and on cement. So put the fender back on, and here you go. You can see how wide these new tires are, new rims are. I'm holding it directly above the car. You can see, you can't even see the back tires. In the front, you can see the rim lip come out. For those stance guys, this is what they want. For us race guys, this is what we want too. But that also means for us, because since we try to keep a good camber angle and not just run 5 degrees of camber, that means I've got maybe, let's see, I would say maybe a 1/4 inch, a little over a quarter, but not a 1/2 inch yet of rim coming off the fender. So I'd either have to stretch this fender out, or I'd have to replace it, say with a Jay's Racing fender, like the fiberglass fender. That is, I think it's 15 millimeters out further, so it actually come out pretty nice. Maybe almost even flush. And I'm gonna put I'm trying to stick some 255 by 40 by 17 rims on, tires on here, and see how that looks, because that's actually what I wanted to do today, was put the tires on the car, and I'll put the wheels on the car, see how much space I had before I went over and tried to order my tires from like Tire Rack or something. And I think mission accomplished today. And I think I need to do more research on tires, because I've been out of the game for about 3 to 4 years. No autocross for a while, and just the other day I typed in supposed hottest street tires of 2013, and from what I can find, the Dunlop Zera Z1 Star Specs are basically discontinued. That's what I used to run back in the day. The Falcons, the RT615s, they are pretty much gone. The 615Ks are the replacements. They are not competition worthy. It's a good tire to get into the sport, but it's not a good enough tire to actually win classes. Nah, I think that's kind of true, because that's what I've been running for a while now. And these are still, I bought these tires a little while back, hoping the car project was going to get finished a little sooner, but things in life happened, and it never did. So now I'm trying to pick the car back up, and 2 years in racing world is like an eternity, so I have to update the car, have to do all these other updates for the car to even be somewhat competitive in the competition. So better, bigger rims. The engine's still unchanged, of course. The idea has been there for a long time. But tire selection is going to be pretty critical, for what I can tell from what I've been reading on the forums, from just publicity. BFG's unleashing their rival tires, and Dunlop has the Z2s that are coming out, and I've already priced them on Tire Rack, and they're both very competitively priced. They're only about same size I'm talking about. In the same sizes, They're only about $2 to $3 apart last I checked, and that was in the last week of January. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I'm leaning towards the Dunlops just because it's got a more uni pattern on both sides of the tire. So, and for a street application, if I do get cam wear, I can always switch them out to the other side, and that's a big plus for a street car. And for a track car, you just throw them away, get some new ones anyways. But for a track car, it's not good enough. But for a street car, it's perfect. So more than likely, I'm going to go with the Desera Z2s, 255s up front, and probably some 225s all back. Alright, so that's the status in the car. Hope y'all like the rims. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, because we will be doing a lot more of this stuff in the coming weeks, because I just requested 2 weeks off in February, the last 2 weeks of February, requested off of work, and guess what, you're probably going to see a video up every day on this car during those 2 weeks. Alright, so just wanted to let you guys know, got some new rims, got some other parts coming in, got a whole room of parts that I haven't showed you guys yet, so I will be doing that, and stay tuned.